Hi guys, it's Mary coming to you in the wrong clothes and the wrong makeup for the video you're about to watch. This look is in another video and I'll link it so you can watch it as well if you want. But that was all new makeup and this video that you're getting ready to watch is Allure Beauty's. Yeah, what they think is the best of 2023. Let's see. I got a whole bunch of new makeup and some on the floor that I bought. Some of it I already had, but we're going to dig in because I want to see how Allure Beauty's best of 2023 comes together on my face. I got to tell you, there's a few things I'm like, but really? But really? Since I've got all this madness going on my face, I thought we would go ahead and do the eyes first. We got a brand new thing I've never even heard of, and it's a duo, so that's what we're gonna do. But this is like really interesting to me. Not that I thought that this palette, which everyone should agree, wins for the best eyeshadow of 2023. You know I think that. Probably if you're Fritzy family, you definitely think that. In all seriousness though, I was actually expecting to see something like this. I had never even heard of this, and it won. So it's Rose Ink Satin and Shimmer Duo. I chose the one that's Satin Olive and Khaki Shimmer. And I thought, well, let's just give this a try because maybe this is the best eyeshadow, right? Maybe it's worthy of an award. We probably should have opened all this stuff first, but then we couldn't do it together, right? So let's just take a look at this and see what makes it so great. It's dirty in the box, so I don't know. Let us look at this and see what's going on. Kind of cool looking shaped, right? And whoa, no. It is busted. Son of a gun. Really? I'm upset because I don't know if I can run over to Sephora and replace it. This might be an online thing only. I mean, there's a good chance of that because I've never heard of this. There is literally nothing in that store. I don't know where it is. I've never seen this there, which means to me, it is not over in Sephora. Mwah, mwah. Let me shut down production here for a second while I try to clean this up a little bit so that maybe I can try to use it, but that's going back.
A few moments later.
I wiped all of it off that side. This side here is full of shimmer. That's this. And then this is that side. It feels like a satin eyeshadow. I don't see how I'm going to use that, to tell you the truth. But in trying to clean it up, I have a little bit of it here. That is what Allure Beauty thinks is the best eyeshadow. I don't think so. It's sold out at Sephora. Look, it's on sale for $30. It was $32. I don't know why, $2. But anyway, this is not over there in my store. It's sold out in every shade. The only way we're really gonna know about this is if we do try to use it. So here's the part that was broken. It fell out, you know, in the trash can. So I think since this is already in the trash, I'm gonna try to get it wet on this palette and get that on my lid, and we'll use the other in the crease and just see how it looks because I'm dying to know. Why does this win an award? Aren't you? Even though first impression videos aren't like 100% of the time on the money as far as a review goes, because, you know, there's something to be said for using a product for a little bit. They are good for this kind of thing, right? So I've got a little bit on a brush and I've not set that side yet and I'm scared to go in with that. So get another one and come into really the best palette in 2023. I'm going to get my Savior and bring it from the crease up because I'll tell you what, the Sigma primer has some stick to it as eyeshadow primers should. And if I don't do this, that particular formulation isn't going to move. It's going to drag my lids everywhere. Let's see. I mean, it's a green olive eyeshadow. $30 for two little eyeshadows? I would expect it to be a lot better than this. Whatever. I'm thinking that possibly this is supposed to go all over my whole lid and then topped with the other. I have to go to Costco immediately after this, so I hope this doesn't look too bad, and I will just flat out exchange it for something else at Sephora. I'm just taking this brush that I put my savior in with. I didn't add any more, just kind of blending out the edges here. Maybe it's going to be really beautiful. This is more like a topper. That doesn't really have any oomph of its own. So I'm thinking that it's just a bunch of greenish glitter. What we were supposed to do was put down the green and then put this over the top of it. And that would remind me of this thing that Becca made before they went out of business. And that was gorgeous. I don't have that anymore. But definitely little, what does ColourPop call it? Pinpoints. Yeah, that's what this is. I'm hoping that this setting spray getting this wet is going to hang on to this a little bit better and I won't have it everywhere. Whoever is at Allure that chose that to be 2023 eyeshadow favorites, go get this. I'm going to fix this right now with my Buttercup, okay, just to make that pop a little bit right there in the center of my lid, because it's about the same shade. Enough. That turned into a shameless plug for my own eyeshadow palette, didn't it? Oh well.
Shamelessly plug yourself.
This I have never tried before. The Revlon, and I got this in Black Noir, ColorStay Micro Hyper Precise Gel Eyeliner with a smudger. That tells me that it's probably not going to go in the waterline and the tight line very well. I think that this is more of a on the outside smudge it in kind of thing, or else they wouldn't have put the smudger on the end. But we're still going to try. It's really little. I like that. Kind of reminds me of that one by Maybelline, the skinny that I loved that was in the pink. And we got this tiny little smudger. I'm hopeful. So I'm going to come right in here. And let's try it in the tight line. For those of you who've been around here a while, you know that I'm not a big fan of retractables. See, I'm already having to move that up because I don't know when the end of it is. And sometimes, not always, but sometimes you'll get these that don't go back down. You roll it up to see where you are and then it won't go back down. This is definitely not as creamy as Maybelline Skinny. So I'm having to work a little bit to get it to go in, but it might actually stay. I don't know. Let's put it here, just a little bit. This went in the tight line so much better than it's going in the waterline. Maybe it's just too wet in my waterline. Then let's just kind of put it right here and try to smudge it. The smudger is kind of hard, but that lends into the smearing of this particular formula because like I said, it's not hard as a rock, but it's not real creamy. And this gives you just the right amount of hardness on it to do the job. This is definitely a liner for people who like to come on their lids, but they don't want a big black line. And this lets you get right down in the lashes. So there is that. I really don't think it's going to stay here. To tell you the truth, it's not wanting to go in there very well. But it did okay outside. The mascara, I can already tell you, I agree. I agree that Maybelline Sky High should be an Allure Beauty winning mascara. You've seen me praise this mascara over and over. So I'm just going to do my mascara and I will be back. Actually, I wanted to try the Beauty Blender one, but it's out of stock and I couldn't wait. So I picked another one of these up. Now I've had this before. So this is supposed to be reminiscent of Tatcha's liquid primer. And I think I gave that a favorable review, but we're gonna try it again. And I don't have any moisturizer on because I anticipate this will moisturize my skin as well as prime it. It's supposed to blur, hold on to your makeup. I'm pretty sure I gave this a favorable review when I had it in my collection, but it got decluttered and now here I have it again. I have watched, I think it's Allie Glines that I've watched do these Allure Beauties and I just thought, I want to do it too. So I don't really know how Allure I'm going to take some of this here too. I don't know how Allure makes its decisions, who's on that board, how old they are, how much they know about makeup, but I'm puzzled by some of the choices that were in there. How did they arrive at their decisions? And the foundation was one I already had, which is this, by Mario. So that's one we're gonna use today since I already have it. We're gonna use this. Gotta shake it up. It's been sitting in the drawer for a pretty good long time.
20 minutes later.
Oh my gosh. You guys, I think the camera might have been off because it just shut off for no reason. And that usually happens when this thing times out because it's like shut off and then the screen goes blank after so long of that. So I think you missed the bronzer choice. I'm so sorry.
I'm an idiot!
The bronzer choice was this from Patrick Ta in She's Statuesque. Well, that's my shade. The bronzer duo thing won. I have it in She's Statuesque. So yeah, I love this. I especially love this. I am so sorry. I didn't know that the camera wasn't on. Anyway, the blush was brand new, and that's when I discovered that I think the camera was off. So I opened it up. It's from Armani, Giorgio Armani blush, and I was scared to death I was going to open it and it was going to be broke. But look, it's weird, the shape of it. So it opens here. We already know now that it's not broke. Fits in the palm of my hand really nice and easy. The Rephr 24 goes into it perfect. Isn't that pretty? I like that color. It does seem to have a little bit of sheen to it, so if you don't like to highlight, you aren't going to need it, and that's good because I don't have a highlighter. Not meaning I don't have highlighter, of course I have highlighter. I would have bought highlighter, but I didn't see that they chose a highlighter. The lip product is from Hourglass, and it says on it Phantom. It's like a lip balm with color. And also this lip liner. This is by LYS. I always want to say YSL. I have reviewed them before. I think I did a whole face when they first started. Everything they have is this triangle shape, which I'm sure there's a reason for, but I just never knew it. And I have it in Romantic. This is the color. It feels like it's going to be a good formula for this. You know, it has a little bit of drag to it, which I find wonderful in a lip liner because if it's too creamy, it's just going to go up in my lip lines. And I like a formula that's got a little bit of drag to it better because it won't move and it'll keep the lipstick in and from getting in lip lines. This feels like it's a pretty good formula. I'll tell you what we're going to do. I'm going to fill in my upper lip, but not my lower, because I want to see with this Hourglass lip balm color, if it covers that brown spot or not, how opaque it is. So up here, I'm going to fill in. I just told you that, and then I smacked my lips together. So let's get that color off of my mouth. Oh, I'm anxious for this. I've not had a lip product from Hourglass before. I've been tempted, but I've not actually done it. So this is pretty expensive, and I have this in the shade Mist, 115 Mist. And see how good, oh, that's juicy. Okay. Maybe do that instead. Oh, I don't know. Will that lip liner hold this in? It does have some color. See, I don't think you can see very well. I mean, if you get really up close, you can see that brown spot still there, but I think that those are a pretty good pairing. Pretty much done except for my brows, right? I don't know why I waited till now to do the brow situation, but let's do the brows. So I've got these two things here. They won the Benefit Fluff Up Brow Wax. I've had this before. I didn't like it as well as my 24-hour brow setter, but I think I did like it. We'll find out because we're going to revisit it. And I've had the Brow Pop from Kosas, but not the Brow Pop Nano. I got it in medium brown. Look how little that is. That really is nano. This is going to be interesting. And oh, look. That's going to be really easy to handle, I think, because you might remember recently I told you that I was okay with just getting the Charlotte Tilbury refill and not even the component because it gives you a close fit on your brow and you can get right into a mirror with it. I might really like this. Okay, it's a dry formula that you got to push hard on, so I'm really going to take that down because I remember Huda makes one that's really tiny. And my gripe on that was, not only do you not get a lot of product, but if you press hard, it will bust off because it's so tiny and hard. So I'm going to take that way down so there's no chance of busting it off, or a small chance anyway. Now I did really like the Brow Pop. They make a lip product I love. But no, it just goes bad too quickly. I think because it's like there's no preservatives or there's some reason. That did exactly what I wanted it to, and look how it lets me hold it. Like this, if I want to. I did the other one off camera because I had something I had to do, and yeah, so I just turned the camera off. Who wants to watch that anyway? And then we've got this. My complaint about this, the first time I ever used this, was that it didn't seem like there was very much of this, and they clumped all up, but this one seems to be different. I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, the first time Benefit had sent me a box full of all their brow products, and this was in there. Now, almost everything in that box was dried up and old. That could be why this seems different. Let's see if I will like it. Okay, well, this isn't behaving like the one that I tried earlier in the year. Maybe I misjudged this stuff. Whoa, that is not going to let that move. I'm going to put on my glasses and look in a mirror. I can actually see what I look like in it because we know that I'm kind of going blind here. But anyway, I'm going to do that. I'm going to do my hair, put on something besides my jammies, and then I'll be back to tell you which way do I go with Allure Beauty's choices. Do I think they know what they're talking about? Started here. And, well, gosh, what can we say? Yes, it's very unfortunate that it was broke, but stuff happens, you know. I think I got the gist of it, even though it's broke. Of course, I'm not keeping it. Why would I do that? I'm not the girl who lays down a cream, dark satin shade and then piles glitter topper on top of it. And that's basically what these are. I like a more dimensional eyeshadow look, so this is definitely getting a down from me. The eyeliner from Revlon, no, thumbs down from me. It's an okay eyeliner. Certainly not, wow, this is the best of 2023. Doesn't stay in the waterline or tight line. Good on the lid, you know, but if I'm gonna go for a skinny little pencil like this, I'd much rather have the Maybelline the Skinny. This Maybelline Sky High, yeah, I do think that this mascara deserves an award, so thumbs up, I agree. The e.l.f. Putty Primer, I've not gone back to look at my other video, but I think that I like the Tatcha a little better, but for the cost, e.l.f. has done a really great job in 23, I think, so I'll go ahead and give this a thumbs up. The By Mario Foundation, yeah, I like it, that's why it wasn't decluttered, so I agree, thumbs up. Yes, okay, this made my favorites. Are you scratching your head? Yes, this was another product that you didn't get to see me apply. You didn't see me put on the Mario Foundation, and you didn't see me put on the bronzer. And obviously, we now know that you didn't see me put on the powder. But I just told you that this was my favorite powder in my favorites of 2023. Thumbs up, I give it to Laura Mercier for their setting powder in Ultra Blur. Patrick Ta, well, this is great. I haven't decluttered it because I really love it. Is it the best for 2023 though? I mean, it doesn't suck for sure, but I don't know that I give this the best, but it's definitely worth a spend. I really, really like this. So go ahead and give it a thumbs up. The Armani blush, this is lovely. A little pricey, but this is lovely. I really like it. I like how it feels in your hand. I think that it's probably shaped this way because they don't want you to drop it. You see this, the smaller end fits right into the palm of your hand. I give it a thumbs up, I agree. The lip liner from Love Yourself, LYS, okay? The lip liner from them, I like this. I like the triangle shape, how it fits in your hand. I think that that gives you a, you know, they were pretty smart with this triangle thing. It sets them apart from everybody else. And in the case of this pencil, I really like how it fits in your hand. Now, it's not doing so good going over the top of this, but if you use it first, it has kept this really balmy, which you know I don't typically go for because it slides all over the place, right? But it has kept it in place, and I think that this shade, Romantic, does go very well with the Hourglass Balm. So this stuff here is called Volumizing Glossy Balm. Okay, I think it's volumizing because it's glossy. It doesn't have a plumper in it. You twist down here to get it to go up. Let's talk about this for a second, okay? I don't want to give you the wrong impression. It is not a lip plumper as in, say, Too Faced Lip Injection Extreme or Soap and Glory Sexy Mother Pucker. No, but it does have a mint that will get in your mouth because it is so glossy. And this has not gotten all over my teeth, so I really like this. It's very comfortable. Word of caution, only take it up as high as you need it because if you try to go back down, it doesn't go the other way. So if you're trying to run it up and see, are you about out? The Kosas Nano pencil? Yeah, I like this. It does go back down. Let's run her up here and see how much product are we actually talking about. That was what I had against the Huda pencil. Remember, it was super, super little like this. This is how much you get. You just have to decide if that's worth it to you. You know, there's an awful lot of micro pencils out there that achieve just as good, even if they're not this little. Where this thing has the advantage for me is how short it is. It was $22, so I don't know. I don't know if I'll get it again because for me, since I already had their Brow Pop and then it went bad and I couldn't use it anymore, it dried up, okay? So because of that, I don't know if I will buy it again, but this really could be somebody's best friend, and I really like it. Thumbs up. This one here by Benefit, the Fluff Up Brow Wax. I don't know. I'm torn because I like it. I like how my brows look. They do look fluffed up, but do I like it more than my Benefit 24-Hour Brow Setter? No, but I'll go ahead and give it a thumbs up because it's not a bad product at all. So for the most part, I agreed with Allure Beauty. What say you? Leave me your comments below. I'd really like to know what you think as well. I want to ask you to give me a thumbs up, pretty please with a cherry on top. And I want to let you know that you are the best part of the Fritzy family. And if you're not having a blessed day, the way you can get one is to go be a blessing to somebody else. And until next time, love you, see ya. Bye. And I'm out.
I got a whole bunch of... Item number 2 on the floor. Is it actually, or am I just having fond memories? Memories of a paint pot by MAC that I used to put on my lids. Back in the day, I got no rhyme. Help, I'm stabbing myself with this. Get your fingers off the blade, Mary. Exactly how it's supposed to be. Peter! Dark green. Well, I was trying to get my glasses off and I'm like grabbing my eye. Ugh. And then let's take it out here a little bit and try to use this. Peter! I sold that. Knock it off. Peter! When I get lunch, you get nothing. Nothing. I don't think anybody needs to know. I don't think you need to know what I think. What the heck would they be here for, you idiot? Talking to me, not you. But I think that this talks. Did you know that?